Hey, what up, y'all? This is my man cave slash office. I have some lights in here, but what I want to do is I want to change out the lights. They're not smart lights. I have the lights that are in here, they are not LEDs, first and foremost, so they're burning up more electricity. So what I'm going to replace them with is I have these GOVEE lights here. And I also have some recessed lighting in here, and for those, I'm going to use these LUMARY recessed lighting, these 4-inch recessed lights. So the reason I chose those is because in the house we use both of these already. I actually have a recessed light here from LUMARY, but they don't have this little ring around them, so I thought I'd change it up a bit. So before I had tested the LUMARY and the Philips, and I didn't like the Philips. There's that extra little dock thing that you need, and at the time that I was researching them, it was pretty hard getting a hold of them during the pandemic because of the shipping issues and the shortages of all the products and everything. So let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and install them. So I gotta bring the ladder in here. It's just sitting outside, so bear with me. Okay, so first we're gonna do the GOVEE lights. Every man should keep a knife in his pocket. So here are the GOVEE lights. They have a pretty good build quality. They use 9 watts of energy and have a cost of $1.08 per year. So yeah, as you can see here, I have these two bulbs here. So I don't need the ladder for that, so I'm just gonna change those out real quick. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we got those out. Now we're gonna go to the back and do the recess lights. Okay, that's those. Here, let's turn them on. Nothing. Oh, that's the wrong light. There we go. Sometimes you gotta be smarter than the light switches. And Marcus said, "Let there be light." Bam, there we go. That's how we get lit. Oh, these ones are ready. All right, guys, I gotta leave the video because I'm filming with my phone and I gotta set up these lights. So I'll be right back with you in a sec. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to try to talk you guys through this. I'm watching this footage right now as I do the voiceover, but at this point the lights are ready, and you'll know that because they'll be glowing or breathing, as they like to say. So I'm putting in, once you get to this point, they're ready for discovery, and so you'll wanna get your Wi-Fi network, put in your password. Mine is called HOWL9000. Shout out to Space Odyssey for those nerds that know about that. So yeah, I'm just putting in those details now, and I'm blurring that out just for privacy. So yeah, it'll go through the discovery, and you'll see the devices as they start to adopt, and then it'll happen one by one. Then you'll see your devices there. So for my case, I actually needed to create another room. I only had one room set up in this app already, which is the den, which I told you guys about. So I needed to set up a new room called the man cave, and that's what I did, and I added these devices to it already. So that's this process. So then I have them there, and then this is one single device after you click on it. And as you see, I have the main light there. You have the main light and the auxiliary light. And you're able to turn them on, turn them off, you know, adjust the white light settings. So then we're back here. So then what I had to do was I had to go through and rename all the devices. So like I know which light is which, because there's eight down lights in here, 4 in the front, 4 in the back. So I'm just fast forwarding through this process real quick. All right, so after I finish with that, all of my devices are named, so I know which one is which. And so here are the settings for an individual light. Like I said, you have your down light, and then you have your auxiliary light, which is color. So you're able to adjust the color. They have color cards, and then they have like this way of doing it right here. They have these other patterns on the auxiliary light. You can choose whatever one you wish. You could do rainbows. If you like the Dodgers, which the Dodgers are up 2-0 right now in the World Series against the Yankees, you could do just blue and white. And here are the settings for the white light adjustment. This is for how warm or how cool you want to keep it. Okay, so one cool thing you could do here is you could sync these lights up with music. So it'll pay attention to the music, and they'll flash lights, they'll do rings around the auxiliary light to make the atmosphere a little bit more fun. I personally don't care for that. I've tried it out a couple of times, and what I've noticed is that bass seems to work best for that. But who knows, we may throw a party here, so that may come in handy. You can also set up scenes here, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just setting up a simple scene called blue, which takes all the auxiliary lights and it turns them blue. And eventually this is all going to be for naught, because I plan to manage all of this through Google Home actually. So Google Home, like you can change the colors, you can turn devices on and off, you know, by an entire room if you want to. But what I found is that when you do color selection in Google Home, what happens is you don't get the richest colors as you would from the original app. So in LUMARY, I'll get a deeper blue than I will in Google Home. So that's why I set up this blue scene here. And I don't know why that is. Like that's one of the most annoying things about Google Home, in my opinion. So I'm just setting up the scene now. You do your if. Your if is your condition. So here, my if is if I just tap the scene button, and then your actions that come afterwards are what happens. So I just select all the lights and I set to make each light blue. So yeah, this process here, I'm just gonna fast forward through it. I'm selecting all the lights that I wanna make blue, and then I'm putting them into the scene. So we're just gonna fast forward through that real quick. And here I'm just turning all the down lights off. So now we're gonna switch to Google Home. And as you see, all the lights for the man cave, like both the auxiliary lights and the down lights, are managed through one room. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to create another room, and I'm going to call it man cave color. And what I'll do is I'm gonna take all of the auxiliary lights, which are the ones that can have color, and I'm gonna throw all of those auxiliary lights into a separate room in Google Home. And there's probably other ways I could tackle this, with being that it's Google Home. I could have probably done some kind of automation that only selects the auxiliary lights, but I think it's just easier that I do it this way. So I'm just gonna fast forward through the process of adding all the auxiliary lights to my secondary man cave room that controls all the colors. So you'll see those here, got them all added. And now I'm just adding the GOVEE lights, since those can be colored too. So that's pretty much it. Now I have my main lights, all my down lights on one room, and then all of my color lights in another room, and I could just turn those on and off easily. Whew! Man, that was a pain in the butt. All right, so I'm not sure if you guys will be able to tell when this video gets edited, but that was a pain in the butt to set up. Obviously, putting the devices in, or screwing in the light bulbs and putting in the recessed lights, that's easy. You just hop on the ladder and do what you got to do. But you know, setting up the automations, getting them connected to the app and all of that was pretty cumbersome, of course. But what makes this even more cumbersome with the LUMARY lights is that they have the ring, and then they have the main downlight as well, and those are treated as two separate devices. So if you wanted to set up some kind of scene or something like that, you have to make sure that you manage both the downlight and the ring light separately. So yeah, that's a pain. And also, the lights didn't work like I expected them to. I thought you'd be able to change colors on the downlights, but you can't. They only do warm and cool lighting. So that's my fault for not doing proper research. So I may keep them, I may not. I may sell them and then buy the actual regular downlights. But we'll roll with these for a bit and see how they do. I do like how the lighting came out. Blue is my favorite color, so I have blue on the ring lights everywhere. I have blue on the two bulbs that I put in the center right here. And I put in the white down lights in the front so I could film this video because it's getting dark and I need good lighting because my phone doesn't do good low light video. It ends up grainy. So I don't know what the hell that was, but the lights did that on their own. I didn't touch anything. All right, that was weird. So yeah, we still got some things to work through. The GOVEE lights, they work great. I put them in, changed them blue, hooked them up to the app. I use Google Home. And so yeah, I still have some work to do on the automations and changing the colors and everything, but it is what it is. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. So yeah, if you guys are interested in any of the products that I showed here, then I'll put a link to them down below and you can go and pick those up. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.